Hey Reddit, I've got a pretty wild story from my childhood that I've never been able to forget. When I was a kid, I used to see some really strange things, like supernatural stuff. I could see these beings until I was about 10 years old. Now, it happens a lot less, but this one experience really stands out. I was around 9 or 10 years old, and my family was getting ready to go on a road trip. We packed up the car and hit the road. There was a bit of traffic, so we were moving slowly. Out of nowhere, this man runs up to our car, opens the door, and yells at my dad. He said that our car's brakes were cut off and that it had started moving on its own without a driver. My dad was obviously freaked out, but he started following our car. Here's the weird part. The car was driving itself, and it was doing it really carefully. Every time it needed to turn, it did it perfectly, just like there was someone behind the wheel. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. As we followed the car, I noticed something even stranger. There was a little girl in the back window, just staring at me. For the longest time, I thought someone must have stolen our car. But the way it was moving, so precise and controlled, made it seem like something else was going on. Eventually, the car came to a stop all by itself. And when it did, I swear I saw a man pass through the car door like a ghost. He just stood next to the car, and the owner of the car walked over, got in, and didn't even acknowledge the ghostly man standing there. It was like he couldn't see him at all. The car was stopped, but the little girl was still staring at me from the window. I remember feeling a chill run down my spine. It was like she was trying to tell me something, but I couldn't figure out what. The whole situation was beyond bizarre. Even now, when I try to explain this to other people, no one believes me. They think I'm making it up or that my childhood imagination was running wild. But I know what I saw. That car was driving itself, and there was something supernatural going on. I've tried to rationalize it over the years. Maybe there was some kind of remote control system or an autopilot feature that I didn't know about. But the ghostly man and the little girl just don't fit into any logical explanation. It's one of those experiences that stays with you no matter how much time passes. Every now and then, I think about that day and wonder what really happened. Was it a ghost? A spirit? Or was my young mind just playing tricks on me? I guess I'll never know for sure, but it's a story I'll never forget. So, yeah, that's my story. A car driving itself, a ghostly man, and a little girl who seemed to be looking right into my soul. It's strange, but it's true. Thanks for reading, and if anyone else has had weird experiences like this, I'd love to hear them.